Let's look live outside. It's been a gloomy day today, but you can see the sun is peeking out just a little bit in Tacoma. Things could be looking up tomorrow. Meteorologist Leah Pezzetti is tracking our forecast.
Yeah, Madison, things will certainly be much better tomorrow compared to today. We had that front that moved through and it brought widespread rain as expected right around lunchtime. It cleared off to the east, and as of right now, we are mostly dry. We are still holding on to a couple light showers, mostly north of Highway 2 and also south of I-90 in the foothills, so east of Puget Sound. But we're starting to see some of that sun creeping out around the lowlands, and it's going to clear from west to east. Rain totals for the day as expected. Highest up to the north, Bellingham actually got about 1/3 of an inch of rain. Mount Vernon about 2/10, and then the farther south you go, the more those totals taper off. So our weather did exactly what we thought it would be today. As we head into tomorrow and the next couple of days, we have a ridge of high pressure that settles in. That's going to keep skies clear. So the clearing starts tomorrow and will continue into most of this next week. However, we do have a couple gusty winds that are picking up as of this evening. I'll have a closer look at the strong wind tonight is in your full first alert forecast.
All right, Leah, thank you. The power is back on tonight for more than 12,000 homes and businesses in South Seattle. Seattle City Light. And every little raindrop we're getting right now is super important to mitigate our wildfire risk as we head into the warmer months. A live look now at Tacoma this evening. A lot of cloud cover out there. And again, that rain was a welcome sight today. I know for the weekend, not so much, but we do need every little bit.
Yeah, exactly. We're in a deficit. Pretty much nobody in Western Washington for the lowlands is where we should be for the rainfall accumulations for the year so far. So yeah, as that front moved through, it brought us a little bit of rain. It also brought some wind to eastern Washington. I want to show you our current wind gusts as of right now. When I looked at this just a couple moments ago, Leavenworth and Wenatchee were actually in the 50s. So they've calmed down a little bit into the 30s. So we're seeing those blustery winds on the eastern slopes of the Cascades. A good thing to keep in mind if you are traveling off to the east. We will see the wind start to subside into this evening. The worst of it is pretty much over. Here we are later on tonight. We're still seeing some breezy winds over off to the east, but around Western Washington, we're really calming down. It really has just been breezy in Western Washington so far for the day. A live look from our Queen Anne camera shows that, yeah, the rain has moved through and it just leaves behind some clouds, and those clouds will eventually clear later on this evening. We're starting to see some of that clearing taking hold right now, and then we'll see the sunshine peeking out for most of not only tomorrow, but also really the next week. 58 degrees is where we're currently sitting in the Seattle metro area, so that really did help diminish our warming for the day. So temperatures have stayed on the cool side. Here's our current temperatures across Western Washington. Most of us are sitting in the 50s, especially Central Sound and northward. But as we look off to the south, Shelton, Olympia, Puyallup, Chehalis, those are the areas that made it to the 60-degree marker. And so Western Washington is much cooler. But as we look off to the east, Leavenworth and Wenatchee, you see much warmer over there, 60s and into the 70s currently. As we look into the next couple of days, really not a lot of change. The rain today was the excitement, but now as we head into the next week, not really keeping an eye on any rain chances. In fact, temperatures are going to be warming, conditions will be drying out. So as we talk about wildfire risk, that's not a good sign. Closer look at tomorrow shows that we have much more sunshine on tap tomorrow compared to today. We will have a little bit of cloud coverage to start the day, but that sun will make an appearance into the afternoon, and it will stay. It'll be the star of the show tomorrow. Mid-60s through our afternoon hours. Temperatures for tomorrow will be much warmer than today. That does bring us into the 60s for most areas, with even some low 70s possible down to the south. These temperatures tomorrow are perfectly on track with normal for this time of the year. So normal is 60s. Mid to upper 60s is the current seasonal average, but today we were below that for most areas. Bellingham didn't hit the 60-degree threshold. SeaTac and Olympia, we're in the mid-60s, just a couple degrees cooler than normal, but into tomorrow, like I said, we'll be warming right back up to normal. And then as we take a look at the next couple of days and next week, really, we're going to jump to above average conditions. Not too drastically, just about 5 degrees or so, but we're going to stay very stagnant in those low to mid 70s, not only into the beginning of the week, but into the end of the week as well. We have this ridge of high pressure that sets up. You can see it here very clearly. So just off to the west, and that is going to stay strong. It starts to, this weekend, and then as I play this out, you can see it stays strong into the end of the week. So that's the reason we're really not going to see a lot of change, and if anything, it's just those warm conditions with the 70s and some sunshine on tap for most of this upcoming week.
I love them, the fast.